don't know if you guys have heard or not. Sure, you've heard. There's a lot of strange activity going on in the air. And us travelers, y'all know we travel by plane, train, and automobile. Anywhere we can get around, we getting there, right? Coming soon, teleporting. I'm sure most of you have heard by now about all these drones. Before I travel, I always try to get a weather report because weather matters. And I have to keep an eye on the skies because I can tell you if the weather is going to hinder getting on a plane, a train, or an automobile, I'm probably going to delay or postpone or cancel that trip, right? Which is why most of us get travel insurance or flight insurance. But anyway, I've just been keeping an eye on this drone situation because that's like sky traffic and that's where the planes are going to be. And I'm traveling by plane this holiday with my grandchildren. So, of course, I'm going to be a little extra cautious when I'm traveling with them. So I've been trying to get some news, and I've been trying to get news from folks that can give me a logical explanation. Emphasis on logical. Because, y'all, let's keep it real. There ain't nothing logical going on this planet right now. Ain't nothing logical going on this planet right now. Right? It's like you got to be prepared for everything because there's so much stuff going on, right? So I had to be very selective on who I'm watching to get information because I just need the sky forecast. I don't want to be bumping into one of them drones the size of an RV in an airplane with my grandchildren. So I found the guy that I listen to all the time. His name is DANE CALLOWAY. I don't feel like I need to know everything. I just need to know enough about the skies so I can travel. Okay? So here's his take with some information from an expert regarding what those drones are doing up in the sky.
Just a tad bit deeper here, just a tad bit. Because, again, really, nobody really has the answers, but I did get a chance to grab a couple of things from the military. The first thing I'm going to show is a military drone expert sharing his experience from active duty in the Army, where he specializes in drone operations. Now, he discusses the specific department that he worked for and the types of drones he handled as an NCO. And those out there that don't know what an NCO is, that's non-commissioned officer, meaning he didn't come into the military with rank. Okay? He basically got to earn it. He got to earn promotion. So he an NCO. He also mentions that the public is currently observing 2 types of drones and assures that the government is aware of the situation. So I'm about to play the video right now.
I'm making this video because I figured out what the drone situation is. I was in the Army, active duty. I worked on drones. I was a maintenance NCO for some surveillance drones. And before that, I worked on the Apache, the Kiowa. I know aviation. So what people are not noticing is that you have 2 separate types of drones and 2 separate types of things in the air right now. First off, the drones that you see with flight lights or anti-collision lights or the things that the FAA requires, those are drones that are probably operated by the United States government.
Stop. Those red and green lights, that's what I was referring to. That's mandatory. You cannot drive those. I'm telling you, you cannot drive those drones up in the sky without them. That's mandatory, or they're taking it down. He just gave you the correct terminology. Anti-collision lights, red, green. That is from here. That's federally mandated. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. None. Those white lights are set so that you can see from your control unit controlling the drone. That's only for you to see. Those red and green, anti-collision. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm glad he mentioned that.
The drones that you see with flight lights or anti-collision lights or the things that the FAA requires, those are drones that are probably operated by the United States government. Now, the orbs that you've been seeing on the internet, that is the reason why all those drones are up there. And that is also why the government isn't telling you what's going on. And that's because the drones that you see that look like regular aircraft, those drones are up there to get some information on the actual orbs, which are actually the UFOs.
But just let that sink in for a second. This ain't to scare you. This ain't the this ain't that. Run, y'all, run! This ain't that. This is about awareness. You got the military coming out telling you that the military looking at something else, observing and reporting. They don't know what that is, but there's some unidentifiable objects up there and they need more information. They would not be sending all of these drones up in the sky for no reason. One thing I'm going to mention right here while we're on this topic is the FAA Reauthorization Act of 2018. Now, it was set to expire back in October 2023. I'm not sure if it expired, but the result of that FAA Reauthorization Act of 2018, let me say many believe that the federal government is using psychological tactics to manipulate Congress into passing the new HR 8610. Y'all can write this down and go right behind me and check. It's the Counter UAS Authority, Security, Safety, and Reauthorization Act of 2024. This act includes funding, of course, and it expanded government powers. Remember how they tried to say their powers were limited? It expanded government powers to monitor and control citizens and may even be used as a pretext for acts of war against other countries. We know this to be true because they immediately tried to put it on Iran. Now, according to other military sources that I'm not going to name, okay, because I still need them in my corner for anything that happens, I need to tell you. The drones are currently being observed as a part of a military drill conducted by Space Force. Now, this operation is only being communicated on a need-to-know basis, which has led to a widespread confusion. Now, the sources that I'm talking about are suggesting that something significant is about to happen as, quote, full lockout, end quote, drills, y'all can do your research, are scheduled to occur between now and Christmas Eve. This operation involves a complete turnover of all radio, radar, and aircraft communications to the military for several hours at a time. Now,
as I was saying, I like that he also goes and gets like expert witnesses and stuff. And so, yes, that's interesting because if stuff is going to be happening, military drills or something like that is going to be happening, before Christmas. Yeah, because I'm scheduled to roll out with my girls on the 26th. So I need to know what's up. So just keep an eye on the skies, y'all. Don't believe everything. But if you're going to get some information, get it from a good source. Get it from somebody that says you can go look this up. Because I'm going to go look up some stuff that he mentioned. So anyway, just want to say safe travels for the holidays. Don't let nothing scurry you. Follow through. You've been planning this vacation for months, weeks, all year. Take your time. Spend your time with your family and enjoy yourselves, but be safe out there because the sky matters.
If you ask me, I feel blessed just to be alive. Genuinely happy as I vibrate with the vibe. Loser, a winner, thicker or thinner, you should consider the moves you deliver. Get up and do what you came to do. Show your stuff and move. I wanna get my pay, so I gotta get on my way. Get up and move. At the end of the day, are you tripping? We're tripping! We're tripping!